Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for September 2020. This is going to be for Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising, all Geminis, no matter where its placement is. Those intuitively guided, welcome. It's your first time here, welcome. I hope you all receive what it is that you came for, some type of message to bring you peace of mind. Today is a very strange day, I have to tell you. I don't know if you've ever had a day where you feel like you're not in your body, so to speak. You know, it's almost like I feel like I'm hovering over. It's very muggy, and it's reminding me of like New Orleans. You know, it's kind of energy I feel, kind of like mystical, and so I'm looking forward to doing your reading. Although this is my second attempt, I'm trying to figure out whether I want to release the first one, which I think I probably will, like as a little bonus. But something, I don't know, for some reason I feel like I have to do your reading again, so I'm doing it again. I'm just following my instinct. Maybe not all the messages came out, and this will be like a continuation. We'll see. I'll let you know. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. I see the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Shares Mercury energy. Maybe for some of you it's like a different kind of connection with this king. We have the Three of Cups, and interestingly, we have the Three of Swords side by side. So, now I'm wondering if this King of Pentacles has broken your heart in some way. Well, clearly, infidelity, it feels like, or, you know, it doesn't have to be that, but it can be like partying too much, and therefore, you know, I act out of that energy versus, you know, of sober mind, let's say. But anyway, 3 and 3. Threes have been the number of the month. 3s and 7s. And here you open your reading with 33. Some of you may have a life path number 33. Master number 33. Let's keep going. You know, when I see the Three Swords, a lot of times I think, you know, one sword is my sword, one sword is their sword, and one sword is our sword. This can also signify someone giving someone 3 chances, 3 strikes, you're out. Cards are kind of want to stick together. Okay, that's just way too many. We have the Hermit, card of Virgo, card of you know, I often feel the Hermit is the energy of really seeking spiritual answers, advice. It's a time of major growth, but what brings you to the Hermit many times is, you know, you can call it the dark night of the soul, and the Hermit's looking right back on this Three of Swords. So, you know, I'm looking at this Three of Swords in with a spiritual lens, almost, I feel. Some of you, I feel like you may be attached to a Pisces or a Cancer. But nonetheless, the Hermit's illuminating the Three of Swords. So that's what is being looked at, or that can even be what brought me in to this energy. There's like 3 shooting stars. Again, the 3. Hermit looks like the shepherd in this image, or at least right now to me, you know, he's looking like a shepherd. Like he's looking for his sheep, but he's looking in the night. We have the Fool. Fool looking right at the Hermit. Interesting. You know, I feel like for probably quite a few of you, I feel like, you know, some pain that you've been in, and I do feel like, you know, it was caused by another, some of you through infidelity, or just the way, you know, I'm not feeling like someone being strong within a relationship, as a partnership. And I do feel like, you know, chances are it's you that's here who has had this heartache. But the Hermit, you know, the willingness to, you know, find the real answers around it. You know, and I want to say just real quick, I feel like for someone, you know, there's someone that you've been with, and their mistakes, or whatever you want to call it, you know, you're taking on, like, in some way it's your fault. And I feel, or I'm trying to change something about a person that just feels almost like inherited. So for you to be able to change it just feels like it would be impossible. It's one of those characteristics where I feel like you either have to accept that in that person, um, you know, and if that's just what you can accept, then accept that. But don't take it on like it's my fault this person is that way. Almost like, you know, someone who may be like bipolar. And, you know, when they're in a certain type of energy, maybe they are, you know, they're certainly not, they may be drinking and things like that. Anyway, don't take on what is not yours to take on. Because I feel like some of you are coming to that realization, you know, as you move through the Hermit energy. The Hermit energy, ultimately, though, is about mastering something. You know, and I feel like it's, though, we go into the Hermit energy with really the big questions. And look how you emerge as the Fool. So whatever pain, you're leaving it in the past. You know, whatever heartache, it's like you now turn into the Fool energy. It's very clear. It's almost like the Hermit births the Fool, and the Fool is brand new, fresh, ready to go type energy. And look at this, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Princess of Swords, who clearly wanted to flip herself. By the way, Princess of Swords can be a potential another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have the Seven of Swords. You know, I'm getting this energy that someone wasn't able to speak out about, you know, some injustices to themselves. And I feel like, you know, attached to this Ace of Cups. So, you know, past energy of what you couldn't trust and what you couldn't see, and, you know, we have the Four of Pentacles. It's like some of you are leaving your home. You know, I feel like if someone's having a split up also, and if it's, you know, coming down to um, what I take, what I don't take, you know, they get more, they're getting more than I'm getting. I feel like if you look at it in a different perspective, maybe just being free from that energy, that alone, I feel like will put you back into an abundant energy for yourself. Um, you know what I mean? Like not having to worry about someone else's energy. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Moon, card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. We have the Star, card of Aquarius. We have Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer. And then we have Judgment. Wow. So we have three major arcanas down here. So let's talk about that for a second. So Judgment, that's about a rebirth, right? It's about, it is a rebirth. And a rebirth means just that, right? You emerge as the Fool. This is the rebirth. The rebirth is the letting go of this Three of Swords. Maybe because I'm having some realizations about it also, but I'm examining it, if I am examining it, from a spiritual level versus a mental level. And, you know, over here we have the Two of Pentacles, so this tells me that we have a question here. You're asking yourself a question whether to do something or not. Two of Pentacles is about, can I fit it in my world? How will it be in my world? That type of thing. It's the feeling of the potential abundance of something also, you know, the beginning, and it has the Ace of Cups above it, you know, that's love. That's love, but the Moon is on the other side of it. So, you know, the answer may not be clear, but it feels like whatever you're answering down here, ultimately it is of your doing, like your dream, your, you know, what it is that you wish for. But it looks like it requires a rebirth, you know, a letting go of, allowing myself to be the Fool. The Fool takes chances. The Fool, you know, looks positive about his future. Probably doesn't even really think about the future. He's just thinking about today. Just today. My next steps. Where am I going to go? What adventure are we going to go on? The sun is at your back. It's beautiful energy. I feel like whatever it is while you were in the Hermit energy, whatever wisdom you gained, like it's now part of your arsenal. And that can only be a good thing. So I do feel like you are able to like let this energy go. It doesn't mean that you never think about it, but it's not the most prevalent energy any longer. You know, you're letting it subside while you're, you know, you're looking at new things, new ways, new opportunities, new ways to work out of the home. And I often feel, you know, part of our responsibility is to speak, you know, like if we gain certain knowledge, it's to speak it, right? It's to help others in some way. We have the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, that's trying to make choices, but not having clarity. Not knowing which cup to choose. You know, they can all look good for a moment, and then you choose it, and boom, it turns into a snake. You know, I feel like many of us were led to our spiritual path through some human, tragedy or heartache and that. I feel like that's how many of us, I know it's how I found my way into my spirituality. You know, one day you're living a can't happen to me type of lifestyle, and next thing you know, you've become that victim, so to speak. Two swords. You know how I was saying, like, when the King of Pentacles showed itself on the bottom of this deck before we dealt, um, that I felt some of you had this a different type of tie to them. I'm kind of feeling that here. So I'm feeling who's ever responsible. And by the way, you know, when I see Three of Swords, it can talk about not just heartache from the last person I was with, but heartache from the person before and the person before. And if that's the case, you have to stop for a second and say, sounds like a pattern, right? Sounds like a pattern. If it's, I'm the one who's always getting my heart broken, what's going on? Like, and I'm not saying it's your fault. What I'm saying is, there's something I have to look at because it's showing me the pattern. You know, I feel like three or more is now a pattern. And that's exactly what the Hermit is doing. He is, you know, he's examining the Three of Swords so that ultimately he becomes the Fool. Again, some of you are moving to new homes, and maybe, you know, maybe you don't get to take everything, but I feel like very soon you're just going to forget about that. That, you know, which means that it's going to be replaced in some way, and probably with something you like better anyway. Like I'm getting like living room furniture, you know, and like you're fighting for it, and maybe you don't get it, but maybe you don't. Like some things don't fight for. And I know some of you are going to be like, but you don't get it, Sandy. I do get it. I just feel like there is a point where we got to say, is my mental health more important than fighting over some material things that ultimately I'm going to replace anyway? And for some of you, I feel like, you know, it can even have this energy that is infused in it. So maybe you don't want to take it. Okay. Anyway, we have the World card. So this may speak of the Hermit examining that Three of Swords because, you know, 9 is final judgment, right? That means that there has to be a new beginning because this is the final judgment of what was. And now something new, the World card opens up. Well, the World card is all about your spirituality. It's entering into a very, at least for me, entering into a very spiritual time of my life, where it becomes just as important, you know, as my thoughts and what have you. But there does feel like there's hesitation. And I want to say that, you know, in this reading, what follows the Fool, what follows the change, right? The Fool is a new beginning, is the Ace of Cups. Follows the Fool. The Hermit is ending out a cycle, but ending it with complete clarity over something, you know, patterns, what have you. And I feel like, you know, if as I figure this stuff out, it's because you know, you're spiritually receiving help because you're asking for it. You know, when you seek, ye shall find. When you seek, Two Swords, you're like, maybe, I don't know. It may be hard to cut ties with someone. But ultimately, it feels like the energy has been, I don't know, kind of like the weather today. Muggy and kind of just like hanging in there, you know, just hanging there. We have the Princess of Swords. So second time we have the Princess. She's in the upright here, coming over the Hermit. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, this can also be you looking back at your younger times. Why? Maybe to examine them, right? To find, you know, to try to find your true, unique self. Finding your voice. You know, you're finding your voice through the Hermit type of energy. So that tells me that there must be clearing going on. We have the Four of Pentacles coming over the Fool. Clearly, I feel like some of you are leaving your home. Or you're venturing outside of your home, you know, on a new adventure. We have the King of Swords over the Ace of Cups. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But you know what I'm going to say, it doesn't have to be. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Three of Wands. Coming over that Three of Swords is a completely different energy. It's the opposite energy, to me, of the Three of Swords. We have the Prince of Wands. Look at this. And we have the Princess of Pentacles. So, boom. All of a sudden, we have a lot of people on the board. The Queen and the King attached over here, coming with, it has the Ace of Cups, you know, as their grounding energy. I feel like this is about two people coming together in this energy over here. I definitely feel like it's two people coming together. And for someone, you may, you know, I feel like you may meet someone through a third party. And that can mean like through a friend. And it may be you being reintroduced to someone. For some of you, I feel like you're being reintroduced to someone of your past. So, I don't know. I don't know if that means you're running across them. But somehow it's like you're brought into the conversation, so to speak. I feel like this Prince of Wands and Princess of Pentacles could have lived together in the past. And, I don't know, I kind of feel like this prince may have, like, taken advantage of the Princess of Pentacles' work nature. Like, you know, like, I'm earning a living and he's partying. That type of thing. I feel like that is definitely the past. And, probably many years ago. Now, I don't know if this is the person you're being reintroduced to, or if this is the energy that you're examining through the Hermit, and it may be both. And why am I saying that? Some of you, I feel like this is someone from, like, your hometown. I don't know, maybe some of you are going back to your hometown, or someone from your hometown. No, I don't really feel that. Okay, we have a card. Ten of Swords. I'd rather leave it on the ground, but we're going to take it. funny, he's looking at her, but she's looking at him, and he's looking at her. Okay, more people. King of Cups. Coming over the moon could certainly be Cancer or Pisces. So I don't know, I said Cancer first. Pisces or Scorpio. Here is the King of Pentacles. Now he's coming over the Star card. So again, you know, it's what you hoped for. It's what you wished for. There's definitely some ups and downs I can see in this path. You know, some lessons like difficult. But then like the rising, but then it feels like another fall type of thing. And then the climb back up again. What I like is, you know, let's just say the men of the tarot are showing up as kings. Because I feel like in some way you're meant to pay attention to these kings with Judgment right here. It's almost like she wants us to pay attention to them. I don't know if any of you are in like these triangle. I felt that in somebody else's reading too, but here it kind of is like she's looking at him while he's looking at her, and she's looking at no one type of energy. She's looking right now. And the King of Cups looking at the King of Pentacles. Let's take our last card. We should clarify some of these people. We have two sets of, you know, like two couples, two different couples, let's say. One of, let's say, more current time and one of past time. And then we have these two kings. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Chariot, card of Cancer. So we have a lot of Cancer energy showing up. A Two of Pentacles again. And then look at this, Two of Wands. So to me, this is making a decision in something and then moving ahead in it. Especially with the Chariot here too. I feel like this is definitely making a decision in something. And that may mean I'm going to go forward in something, because then I feel like you immediately go forward as, you know, as soon as you make that decision, you move forward. The Six of Pentacles is coming over this prince and princess up there. And I feel like, you know, I'm thinking of 33 that we opened up with, and I'm feeling that 33 in this Six of Pentacles. You know, like it's a balancing act between these two people. But ultimately, like, these two people can come to the energy of the Six of Pentacles, which is very balanced. You know, but I feel like even though I'm balanced, I'm a little wobbly in it. But it's also a beautiful energy of compassion and empathy, and can mean, you know, I look at things from a different perspective now, and things are much clearer. But nonetheless, you're making a decision. This King of Pentacles seems to be attached. Well, he's attached to the world, so I feel like this is about his energy also coming with you into the next chapter. He's also touching the star, so let's see. Let's just take a card. Look at this. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming over. I wanted to look at this prince and princess. There's the wheel. Energy of destiny, right? It just feels like this is energy that may come back again. I don't know why I'm sitting here doubting that. Like, I know that that's what it's saying, but I feel like there's something else too. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. Some of you may not trust your instinct towards someone. Though I think you have the ability to figure this out. I don't know. I know that sounds weird, but whatever this is, like a mystery, but I feel like you have the ability to figure out this mystery and kind of like put it to bed, put it to rest. No, well, maybe even grow it, but growing it from a different standpoint, different viewpoint type of thing. I feel like maybe this Prince of Wands, if he shows back up, I do feel like he has matured, but I do feel like he may have to win you over, and I feel like that's just fine. Let him win you over, him or her. But yeah, let them win you over. Because I feel like someone's like, until everything is perfectly clear to me, I'm not moving forward. Okay, let's look at the Queen and the King over here. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Look at this. We have another person. The Prince of Pentacles. And then we have the King of Pentacles down here. This Prince of Pentacles may have been someone who came into your relationship. Someone that well, I mean, it's the Prince of Pentacles and then the Queen of Pentacles, so they're much more like-minded. The King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles share, they share certain things. This is like, more like-minded. Maybe someone who has had my heart and might have my heart again. And some of you may have gotten into like some really knockdown type of fights with a current or very recently current partner because of someone else. Maybe why that King of Cups is like looking at that King of Pentacles, kind of like, what are you doing? Checking him out, like, what are you doing? What are you here for? We have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So, wow. It's like this King of Cups is saying to the King of Pentacles, like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Yet at the same time, I feel like there is the ability to do something again. So this may be the energy of allowing someone to prove themselves. Because, listen, if they truly, truly want to be with you, then, and if they truly have had reflection, then they should understand your concern, right? They should get it. And if they don't get it, then maybe they haven't truly reflected upon, their part of the Three of Swords. So, I would agree, take it slow. Though ultimately I see what can be here. Happening in different ways for different people. The wheel is here, so, destiny, the world is here. It's a complete change from the Three of Swords. But you're brought to it through the Hermit energy. Remember that. So you are asking yourself the big questions. And seek and ye shall receive. So those answers will come to you, which eventually will allow you to clear anything that, has held you, that you felt that tied to, that really should be like the Princess of Swords. You just cut those ties. I release myself. Because The Ace of Cups is something that is ahead on the journey. So maybe just knowing that is enough to help you with this. I think I'm going to leave it here. There just seems to be like so many people that in a way I'm feeling overwhelmed by them. So I think I'm just going to leave it because I feel like, you'll find your place in this. And, you'll find your place in this. I want to thank you guys so much for, the honor of reading for you. Many of you know I have a Gemini moon. And, I love to be in deep thought, that type of thing. I love figuring out the mystery. But I had to learn to take judgment off myself. It's really the only way of doing it. So, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the beautiful support of my channel. I truly appreciate it. And thank you for your comments. I really want to push comments this month because it really helps feel out the story. It really brings it to life for me. So thank you so much for your beautiful comments. Good or bad, I guess. I guess I have to appreciate both. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.